Está bien. Vale, gracias.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the MotoGP World Champion press conference here at the Mobility Resort Motegi. We have just had the pleasure of witnessing the greatest comeback in history completed here in the Grand Prix of Japan as we crown Ducati Lenovo team rider Marc Marquez the 2025 MotoGP World Champion. This is Marc's 7th MotoGP title, his first since 2019. He's the 4th Ducati rider in history to win the title and just the 6th rider in history to do so for 2 different manufacturers. Marc, huge congratulations. What a journey this has been. A roller coaster these last 5 years. But for the first time since 2019, you are MotoGP World Champion. Just to hear those words next to your name, how special does that feel?
I feel a super strange feeling. It's just I'm enjoying, of course, but I'm not enjoying on the same time because I don't know. Just I feel like I'm in peace with myself. It's something that during these last years I was fighting against many things, but the most difficult thing was fighting against Marc. Was Marc against Marc. Was one Marc that say one way, the other Marc say another way. One Marc say stop, the other Marc say continue. But in the end, I try to follow my instinct, to do my 100%, never give up, and try. This is the word. Try to do it. We did it. But now just enjoy the moment. I know that you will ask, but I don't want to remember what I passed away. Just I want to enjoy it now, the moment.
I'm not going to. I will in a roundabout way. Let's try and phrase it somewhat differently. You've been on this amazing journey to prove to yourself, Marc, more than anything, that you could still win MotoGP races, you could still win titles. Now you've done it. Where does this rate in your career achievements, and is this one that you're most proud of, having made this incredible comeback?
I mean, I didn't know about this more than a number, and it's like it is more than a title. I already say before achieve it. It's the most difficult challenge of my career. When you are in the top of the mountain, in taking every weekend the glory and winning championships, then when you fall down, the hit is much more, and even you don't land on the ground, you go underground. So then to go out from there is impossible alone, and many people around me helps. I will not say one name because we will not finish this interview, but was a lot of people that helps me, a lot of people that give me the chance to follow my way, to say to me, follow your instinct, we will be your friends anyway. And this also was a very big help. And for me, the nicest, I mean, the future is the future, and sometimes it's like somebody bright the future. And we closed the circle in Japan, where I achieved my last World Championship. In Japan, where I took the decision to follow another way. And in a podium where was all Ducati team and my Honda team. So, perfect way
to close that circle. You've told us before, Marc, that you've never actually cried after you've won a MotoGP World Championship.
Never.
But today, I'd imagine it was very difficult, just that explosion of emotion on that last lap, and when you crossed the finish line. Were you surprised yourself at how the occasion got to you a little bit?
Yeah, now I can control a bit more because I prefer to control, but difficult. I don't know. Even I did the last sector already crying inside the helmet, and you know, crying, and the smoke of Pecco's bike was was where I am. Start the party already, or what is doing? What a part of jokes. Yeah, today I couldn't control the emotions. Even before the race was difficult to control.
And just finally from me, Mark, before we ask for questions from the media, this comeback almost feels like a Hollywood movie. You've been compared to sporting icons like Michael Jordan, like Tiger Woods. Are you aware yourself of the magnitude of what you have just achieved, and how proud are you of that, to hear your name mentioned in the same breath with sporting superstars?
I'm not the person to say what I did. I know what I pass away, but you are the persons that can rate in one mode or another mode. I did my 100%. I took my decisions and I give many things to achieve it. But the most important is that when I choose the way, the target on that moment was not to. I was not pointing on the top of the mountain. I was not pointing on the championship. I was pointing on my passion, enjoy it again about riding a bikes and to continue with my career. And that was the crucial point. It's true that many people put my name around very big names, not only of MotoGP, about the sport. It's a pleasure, it's an honor, but just I'm Marc and I will continue my way.
And it's a pleasure, Mark, to see you back at the top of that mountain. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
On your success here in Japan. We'll invite now, please, questions from the media. Thank you very much.
Simon Patterson from the race. Mark, first, congratulations, man. Awesome.
Thank you.
We talked yesterday about how nervous yesterday was. We saw how nervous today was. So what on earth were you thinking whenever Pecco's bike started blowing smoke in your face?
I mean, it's true that you see in the first part of the race that I was a bit more stiff than usual to overtake Acosta. I tried in the beginning, but then I decided to wait. Just when the tires drop, I know that my pace was good. And then when I was in second, I just control a bit the distance between me, Pecco and Joan. But Joan start to push. Then I say, okay, now I will push. I want to finish second. But then I saw some smoke from Pecco's bike. And I was afraid. I was afraid because the first rider behind Pecco was me. So if somebody will fall down, it was me. But yeah, luckily for me and for all the riders and for Pecco, nothing happened and we finished the day in a good day.
Here, Borja González, Dazón. I'm not the person, but for me you are with Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Messi, because you said the other day Messi, you are with him,
Thank
Nadal, blah, 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 blah. Then here you have Seguimos esta historia. I don't know which is the next chapter you want in this history, your history. Thank you.
The next chapter.
Or chapters.
I don't know. I mean, you cannot write the future. Somebody tried, but just you don't know what will happen tomorrow. So just enjoy the moment right now. But when this history will continue, and someday will finish. But right now, when we'll finish, I will be in peace with myself. So this will be the most important. Right now, everything is done. This doesn't mean that the ambition is changing. I have the same ambition. But gracias.
My name is Stuart Ward. How have you approached this season differently? And you obviously been through so much. You've been insured since your last title 6 years ago. What's been the key that you've found compared to your other championship seasons, maybe?
I mean, I feel very similar compared to 2019. We started the season in a very good way, with a very good feeling. And in the end, yeah, one part of the season was one name. Most of the season was Alex, my main opponent, and was him that he was riding in a very good way. But then in some races was one name, another race another name. But the most important is that I was always there, in rain condition, in cold condition, in warm condition, in a different circuit, stop and go, fast corners. So that is the crucial point, because sometimes you can say, no, you want to face to face with some rider. I mean, face-to-face is 22 races. Of course, it's impossible to win all the races, but the most important is be there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Mela Chércoles, diario AES and Cadena Ser. For me, now you are the God. No? From today until then of the life. What is the meaning of the more than a number?
More than a number, so more than a title. This is one of the points that I didn't know. I read the first time as you when this appeared on the screen. When appeared on the screen, but sometimes I know that it's counting just one more on the numbers. But the interview we had on Thursday, I told you this championship for me, inside of me, is more than a championship. Was the most difficult challenge of my career. Was difficult to understand what I pass away, and it's difficult to understand right now, and I will not explain. But it's something that I don't wish to anybody. Just my passion gives me the chance to be again here. Without the passion, it was impossible to come back from that moment. Thank you. Thank you.
Michel Turcot, moteur de l'équipe. Félicitations, Marc.
Gracias.
So, and for most of us until 19, you were like a machine, winning every time and never showing what you are inside. For me, it's the first day that I show you inside. Do you feel that you are more human today than 6 years ago?
I mean, because 6 years ago I didn't know what was suffering. I didn't know. Just I taste the glory all my career since 2010. It's true that I had some injuries, but always was like 3 months, 4 months, and go away and win again. So you know, when you are 4 years with 4 different surgeries in the arm. And then on that procedure also I broke another bones and 2 times double vision, you know, was super difficult. Then today I couldn't control the emotions. Even the last lap I was crying, as I said to you in the helmet, and it was difficult even to see the break points. But yeah, we are humans. In this we are. I'm like you, it's not like you will have some talent, I will have another talent, and the other people will have another talent. But we are humans, and we are trying to do our best.
Simon Patterson again. The way that the emotion came at the end, did it surprise you? Did you expect to have so much emotion? Because we've never seen you like that before.
Yeah, I expect. I mean, I try to control, but I expect because even before the race, it was difficult to breathe. It's like, you know, when you start to crying, that it's difficult to breathe. I was not crying, but it was impossible to breathe in a good way. But I try, but just when I start, I say, okay, now we will finish. And still is not finished here, so now we will celebrate in the box.
More than a number. What a comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for 2025 MotoGP World Champion, Marc Marquez.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Gracias, Vosotros. Gracias a todos, tíos. Está bien. Vale, gracias.